Hi everyone, it's Roger here from What's On at DisneyPlus.com. It's Friday, it's time for a quick Disney Plus News Roundup. We're going to be talking about some new National Geographic shows heading towards Disney Plus in the US. Also be talking about some problems for Disney Plus here in the UK and much more. But before we go any further, make sure you do hit that subscribe button to keep up with the latest Disney Plus news. Okay, let's kick things first off talking about two brand new National Geographic series that are going to be coming soon called Farmer's Dreams and also Rewind the 90s. Farmer's Dream is a 6-part documentary series that follows farmer forager Indy as she connects aspiring farmers with experts in order to help them live out their dreams of living in nature in their own terms. The first episode will be released on the National Geographic Wild Channel in the US on July the 29th, with new episodes being released every Saturday afterwards, and the entire series will be released on Disney Plus in the US on Wednesday the 2nd of August, while Rewind the 90s is going to be coming to screens on National Geographic on Monday the 31st of July, and new episodes will be released weekly, and the entire series will be released on Disney Plus in the US on Wednesday the 30th of August. And this one here is all about celebrities, eyewitnesses and pop culture pundits who relive the memorable moments from the decade that ushered in the new millennium. From Y2K to Tupac to Titanic to Madonna and the Macarena, Rewind the 90s explores the forces that shaped the decade that changed the world forever. Now, unfortunately, we don't have word on when these are going to be available internationally. The National Geographic content is very erratic when it comes to when they arrive on Disney Plus around the world due to different linear networks and stuff. But I'm going to be honest with you, Rewind the 90s stuff is definitely something I'm interested in. I'm going to be doing a lot of nostalgia over that one. But let me know, are you excited in either of these series? Let me know in the comments below. And to tie in with the release of the new Secret Invasion series on Disney Plus, if you head to Avengers Campus at Disney's California Adventure, you can now meet and greet and see Nick Fury. They're doing a special little meet and greet like presentation thing. And they've done this with most of the Disney Plus series recently, including WandaVision, Loki, Moon Knight, Miss Marvel. They didn't do it with She-Hulk for some reason, I don't know why. But yeah, so if you head down to the park, you might see Nick Fury while you're there. I think this is a great way of just kind of tying into it. Unfortunately, it's just in California Adventure at the minute because that's where the Marvel area is at the park. Fantastic, great thing. You can always see different characters and stuff there. When I was there last year for D23, got to see Doctor Strange and a whole host of different characters. But yeah, so if you're at the park, let me know in the comments below. Moving on from there, let's now talk about a major issue that could affect Disney Plus and other streaming services here in the UK. Because according to Deadline, we're going to be seeing some big changes because the government is looking to upgrade one of its big digital bills, and one of the things it wants to bring in is kind of like a cooling off period, like a free trial period for streamers. So it's kind of like it's basically written into law that you can get them. Disney is opposed to them doing this, as are many of the other streamers. They are saying, like, you know, this is what this is going to do is people are basically going to freeload, jump into Disney Plus, watch everything that they can, and then go within the first 7 days or 14 days, whichever it is. They're saying if this does come into effect, they are then going to have to put up the price for everyone in order to cover the costs. There's also going to be some legislation in there as well about trying to make sure people have reminders about their subscriptions and to tell them how to unsubscribe. Disney already do this, you know, they already do send a reminder anyway, but Disney's answer to this is saying if we remind people too much, then people will actually not even bother checking out the emails. So 1 or 2 works best. If they start sending lots, then it will just go into spam folders and people are just going to move on. Now, ultimately, I can see where like the government are trying to make it better for consumers. They say, oh, it will, you know, increase competition and it's good for consumers. The trouble is offering offering us like a 7 or a 14 days free trial and making it compulsory does then open it up for anyone just to come in and use it. Now that has got some problems. Now I don't think it's a bad idea to do free trials every now and again, or so you can see what's on there. I think that's important, but it does feel a little bit like you can't just go into a restaurant and have half your food and then go, yeah, I don't really like it, and then leave. It doesn't really work like that. Disney is saying the government should be looking at trying to impose other rules on other areas which offer packages that you can't get out of. Maybe like cable television or gym memberships or things like that, where you can't unsubscribe very easily and say, why are you coming after us? If you're on a monthly subscription, you can leave at any given point. And I can see that kind of point on that. It's a very tricky one, but ultimately, the streamers and stuff are all just trying to keep hold of their money. Like I said, I think a 7-day free trial is not a bad thing to offer, but I can see why Disney wouldn't want it. Not every streaming service offers a free package, but also just trying to make it easier to unsubscribe would be good. I know I did have some issues I signed up for a free trial for Audible. Tried audiobooks because didn't get on with them. Trying to unsubscribe to that was a nightmare. But yeah, I do think, you know, they need to make it easier, and we need to make it easier for us to do. But I'd love to know your thoughts on this. Do you think the UK government should bring in this rule, or do you think you can see it from Disney's point of view as well? I'd love to hear your thoughts on this in the comments below. Moving on from there, let's now talk about what's new on Disney Plus today. The big new release is World's Best, a brand new film from Walt Disney Studios, all about a kid who is kind of really into maths, but his dad died years ago, and he kind of starts like he finds this like journal and ends up kind of an imaginary version of his dad, and kind of goes on a journey learning more about his dad and getting into like rap music, and we see lots of little performances with him and his dad. And it's all very nice. It's set in a school, and obviously, you know, we've got to have a talent show in there. There's got to be a bully, and you know, all the stereotypical things in there. I'm going to be honest, I thought it was rather dull. Wasn't really that much into it. It was one of the things I found really kind of distracting with it is like when they're singing, the lip syncing it just looks like they're just playing this track and they're just lip sync. It doesn't look like they're actually singing it or rapping it at the time. The mouths, I don't know, it just doesn't look good. I've noticed this with some of the other ones as well, but this one seemed to be really an issue for me in this one. Like I said, try it. Check it out. That's the benefit of Disney Plus. You can try these movies out, see if you like it. I'm sure younger kids might like it. If you're into rap music, that'll help. I didn't really like the music, so that doesn't really help for me. But yeah, so that was the big new release. But I'd say, you know, check it out over the weekend. Give it a go. But if you don't really want a high school, I wouldn't necessarily say it's if you're an adult to bother with it. But if you've got kids, definitely give it a go. And moving on from there, let's now talk about today's question of the day. Brendan asks, when does The Bear Season 2 come to Disney Plus in Australia? I'm hungry for more. So this brand new second season got released on Hulu in the US yesterday. And it's good news is it is coming to Disney Plus in Australia, Canada and the UK on July the 19th. We are going to have to wait about a month, which is really annoying. I loved The Bear. I thought it's a fantastic series. As someone that used to run a cafe and did cooking and stuff, I kind of definitely understood the show so much better and understood what they were doing, and it just really hit home for me. So I can't wait to watch the series. It is really annoying that they're just making us wait. This is the thing with FX especially. They seem to like making us all wait for it. But yeah, so if you're excited about The Bear, let me know. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching. Make sure you go check us out over at whatsondisneyplus.com. Like, follow and subscribe, and I shall see you guys soon. Laters.